So anyway, yes. I plan on doing one other thing with my videos while I'm here, and that is I don't know if I want to do a time capsule of sorts or just release the video as it is. I want to film at separate locations across campus so people are out and about, and I want to do a compilation of like just people existing, and so you can look at it 20 years later and say, oh, this is what people look like 20 years ago. And I think that would be really cool, and I think that I think that would just be really neat, and I'd want to do it. So yeah, that's it. I'll update you in like the end of the month about what it feels like to be graduated and all this other shit. So I cannot imagine, but it is actually my last semester of my undergraduate career, and it has been 6 full long years with like a break in between because of the national pandemic, worldwide pandemic, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to be done in a month. Wow, that's fun. Lessons I've learned from this place specifically, are they reinforce the lessons I learned from the last place I was at, which was nobody cares. Nobody really cares, because everybody is already in their own little space and in their little head about what they want to do and what they're doing. And they don't care about what you're doing or where you're going, unless they're your friend. And that is even a little hard to do because they have already made their friends and they don't really want to branch out. I've realized that people really care about numbers in terms of the ranking of a school. Like, this school is ranked on U.S. News and World Report as a top 5 university, public, but it's also tied with 2 other universities. So you can call it a top 5, or you can call it a top 5 asterisk, more like a top 8. Personally, I don't think that matters. I don't think I've gotten a top 5 education. I don't think that even should play a role in you going to any sort of school. But I will explain that a little later, because I am now going to a different school that has a title above itself that is kind of contradictory to what I just said. So, yeah, I don't think that you should pick a school based off of numbers or based off of, well, just numbers. I think you should just go based off of what you, A, can afford, because school is expensive, and B, where there are opportunities outside of your school. Because while this school, I'm sure, is great for STEM majors, I've had like no opportunities for my major in any way, shape, or form. We get emails about internships and things, but by the time you apply and do all these things, they've already had someone in mind for the past week, and you don't really make it past the first interview, or even get or even get a call back. So I know that the idea of having like a large alumni base is huge for a lot of these schools, so you can make connections after your students graduate. I think that I haven't tried that or tested that method, so I can't speak to whether or not that's a good one or not. What I can tell you is that you should definitely reach out no matter what school you end up going to, because you never know what you're going to find. I do know that a lot of people who join fraternities and sororities are hoping that whatever finance job they end up getting, their boss is going to be that same sorority or fraternity. So then they're going to end up getting the job just because they were in the same fraternity house or pledge class or something like that. And I understand the appeal of like, oh, this person went through what I went through, so we're just going to give them a job anyway. It's kind of dumb, but I understand it. I would argue that it's on the same level of when someone sees someone else who's on the same skin color and be like, oh, I'll give them the job because they might do a better job than the other person who's not the skin tone, because they understand what the person's going through or whatever. I don't know. That's just kind of my 2 cents on it. No. Yeah, I think that this is probably the weirdest and strangest feeling of all time. That now I will be entering the quasi workforce because I'll still be in school, but I'll just be also doing an internship at the same time. My first internship ever, actually. Because there are no internship opportunities at this school specifically if you aren't well connected. And I've reached out to a teacher that I took twice about opportunities with him, and he had some bullshit to say about, oh, blah, 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 yeah, just do this or that, and like nothing that was actually substantial in helping, because I've seen him actually help students and get jobs and things, and he definitely did not do that with me, for whatever stupid fucking reason. But I don't need him anymore. I got what I needed out of life, or from, I guess, my education in terms of moving on. There's a whole nother story connected with that too. Yeah, I don't know. Just do whatever. There's really nothing else for you to do. I think if I were to re-choose my school, or if I had hindsight and see how my school life would have turned out here, it's a little difficult because I've met some people here that I really like. Would either be here or UCF, and only UCF because UCF is located in Orlando, so it's a city. It would have been closer to my biological family. It would have been closer to any sort of like events or things to do because it's in a giant fucking city. And I think it would have been a little better because there was more to do, and I think maybe the public transportation would have been better. I don't know about the public transportation in Orlando. I've never lived there. Well, I have lived there, but that was a very long time ago when my mother had a car. So I didn't drive anywhere, and I didn't need to take the bus anywhere. So yeah. But yeah, this is it. This is all we got. This is the they say magnum opus or whatever. I don't know. Let me see what time. So yeah, as continuing the conversation from before, I'm leaving, and I'm now currently sitting on a bench. I'm sitting at this public bus stop where all these cars drive by, and everyone's just so busy with their lives. Trying to figure out what to say because I don't know what else to say. I want to do a video every day this month, or this upcoming month. And obviously that takes commitment and me remembering to shoot a video and not getting tired and all these other things. So we'll see what happens with that. But I'm moving, so that's cool. I'm moving again. I can't wait for the day when I don't have to move anything and I can just stay where I'm at. Hopefully that'll be hopefully this will be the last time I move for a while, you know? Because I feel like I've been moving nonstop, or at least on the move nonstop, and I am sick of it. I want a stable household. I want to start a stable household. I want to build a stable household. I want a lot of things that I have to work for and get myself. Because no one else seems to be helping. Maybe they have to, but it would be cool if they did. So, whatever. I have decided for the next week, I believe, if I can, if they allow me to, I'm going to try to work every day except Friday next week, in order to fast track me getting more money and paying things off. To put it lightly, I am someone who I didn't know how to use money for like the longest time, and I'm now starting to realize how to use it, what it goes for, what it goes towards, And by money, I mean credit. So I'm paying that off. Not something you want to be paying off, but it's better you pay it off now with no responsibilities than pay it off later when you have 1,000 responsibilities. So yes, that's what I'm planning on doing for the next month and a half. Yeah. I think it's possible. I think it's possible to pay it all off. And I am going to do that. So that's going to happen. What else is happening? I don't know. It's just another stage of my life ending, and I can't believe it's ending already. I can't believe I'm moving on upwards. On and upwards. Of course, I'm excited to be moving on and upwards, but like, damn, this quickly? Maybe it wasn't even quick. So I remember during the pandemic, I was wishing things to go quickly, and it was just going so fucking slowly. And I remember wishing things go quickly here, and they were going so fucking slowly. And I guess they all were, just like, now it's over, you know? Like, what the fuck? How? How is it over already? But it is, and that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, that's strange. I want to do a lot of different things. I want to do a lot of different things. I want to go a lot of different places. But unfortunately, that costs money. So this upcoming April, I'll have to work. It's fine with me, I guess. I don't really care. I really had nothing planned anyway. Actually, I do have something planned now. I have to go to where I'm going to be next. And when I get there, I'm going to do one thing that I've said that I wanted to do for the longest fucking time, and that's actually not only vlog, but do a video game like series. Because that's something I've wanted to do since high school. But I've never had the capacity to do it. I've never had a support system to allow me to do it. Like, I want to do that for myself. I want to say that I did that. And I know that video games are like this overdone, outdrawn thing, but I want to do that, you know? And I want to be able to have a series on the channel that's consistent and not like sporadic like my vlogs are. Especially come winter time. I mean, there's nothing to do in winter time. Because everything is going to be, like, cold. Because I'm moving to a very cold place. It's going to start snowing again. Lame. Yeah. April is a time. April is a time to do things. I'm going to do those things. And I'm going to put myself in a position over the summer to make sure I can do those other things I want to do in my life, which is video game vlog. Our series. The longest time I've always wanted to do a Pokemon one, because Pokemon has been the one game that I really liked since I was a kid. I was alive when it came out, and I was alive when Red and Blue were a thing. I was there, you know, but I didn't participate in it. And I don't remember participating in a huge capacity for it. I want to do that shit. I think now that I'm an actual adult, like, I can do that shit now, and no one can stop me. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. So I have to plan. I have to plan I have to budget. So I have to budget how much the computer's gonna cost. I have to budget how I'm gonna set it all up. I don't know if you can budget that. I think I just need to budget a computer because I already have the Switch. I already have both games. So what I might do, since I bought both games, is I'll stream Scarlet as a whole new series type shit, even though it's overdone as shit. And I'll continue with the DLC on my Violet. Because so what'd I do? I bought both games and I played Violet. I wanted to do Violet first because I thought Violet was the coolest. I like the Legendary, and it turns out all the cool Pokemon are in Scarlet. So that's cool. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. What else is new? Nothing else is new. There's a baseball game today. I'd like to go to it. I'm gonna be late, but whatever. Yeah, there's a baseball game. I want to finish an assignment while I still have the information for the assignment fresh in my mind, you know? A 34. I wonder if that's done. Yeah, that's really all I have today. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I want to make my videos better. I want to get a better camera. I don't want to have to use my phone, even though like the phone is probably the best way to do it. You can just upload it from there. No, I want to be able to take pictures with an actual professional DSLR. That's what I want to do. And somehow I'm going to do it. I just don't know how. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I promise you. It'll just take me some time and probably a lot of money. So, to recap, I'm moving. School is over. I have two big assignments to do, and then I'll be done. I have to fly to where I'm moving to get fingerprinted and all that other shit. Yeah. Onwards and upwards, I guess. Yeah. And I plan to vlog almost my entire experience at where I'm going. Because I was looking up, like, if people did vlogs on the program I'm doing at the university I'm going to. And, like, no one has anything. There's literally nothing. And that kind of sucks. But... oh well, I'll try my best. Anyway, that's all I got. I will talk to you. I don't know. I might try and vlog some of the baseball game if I get to it.